Hi there, welcome to you. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants first, then we'll start. Mahalat Solman, first viewer who commented, welcome Mahalat. Lost in Trance, Simon, Yunus, Mengisto, Kingalia, Lilo, Zacharias, University Abreha, a member who joined. Aman Washe is also a member. Welcome to both the members. Special welcome to you, to both the members. We have a name in Amharic. He's written my name. It's in Amharic or Tigrinya. I don't know what the name is. Elijah Kano here. Ethio GHDE. Zacharias is asking about the barber, which I am going to. PE here. Kingalia says he's been missing live chats. You could not make it to live chats, or is it issue of notifications, or you were busy? PE says good evening. Good evening to you as well. Lilo joined too. Bashe here. Welcome, Bashe. Dark Star always starts with a question. As who do you think is actually committing the massacres in Oromia? Well, it's a very difficult question, to be honest. Very difficult question.
Kingalia says he does not receive notification. Yeah, so many viewers are facing this problem. I have no control over it. YouTube sends notification. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not. So you'll have to just wait for the live chat time. I start usually around this time. I do 3 videos, one live chat a day. YouTube sometimes send notifications for all four, sometimes for two, sometimes for one. I cannot do anything. You'll have to just search, keep searching my views and news after every 3 to 4 hours. You'll always find a new video. Robert Hale here. Ahmed joined too. Ahmed said, do you think there would be big political change if war erupts between Ethiopia and Eritrea? Mimi Petros here. Welcome, Mimi. We just started, Mimi. Ilyas says, is Pakistan, Afghanistan peace agreement collapsed? I don't know if they signed the peace deal or not. Or were they negotiating? I don't know. Who gains the most from Ethiopia disintegrating? Obviously, neighboring country, which sees Ethiopia as a threat. Skandar here. What would be the role of Sudan in looming war? We should do a video on that. This live chat is about a controversy and an embarrassment. Marhave Hele says he'll be back in half an hour when the story starts. Don't go, we're just starting. Let me just do a chit chat with viewers. Let me exchange greetings. What's wrong with that? There is no other way of being in a chat with you. Live chat is the only way of exchanging some views with you. I'm fine, Absa. How are you? Absa, I really liked the post you sent me. It was very informative. I'll do a video on that post. One country's role is missing in that post, Absa. I'll do a special video on that or live chat. Thank you, Kingalia. Firstly, a controversy I want to talk about, then an embarrassment for the Ethiopian government. Let's start with the controversy. It's a controversy. I don't know how to clarify it. You know that reports have been shared in the last few days about religious violence in Oromia. It was said by Orthodox Church of Ethiopia that Orthodox Church followers were being killed, they were being massacred in different parts of Oromia. In RC Oromia, killings happened in Waredas of East RC, like Murti and others. People were killed. EOTC, church issued a statement claiming that the killings were religious. That Orthodox followers were being massacred, they were being targeted. Church statement is on record. And then we heard that a multi-faith committee was formed. A committee with elders. Thank you, Mirhave Hele, for buying the super chat sticker. A committee was formed with members of different religions. elders of different religions, Muslims, Catholics, Orthodox elders were part of this committee. The committee went to RC. For 5 days, it conducted an inquiry there in RC. And the committee released its report today, which is leading to more controversy now. The committee says that the killings which happened in RC did happen. The committee has confirmed violence in RC, that people were killed, properties were looted. But the committee claims that the violence was not specifically against Orthodox followers. According to the committee, followers of other religions were also killed in RC. That is why the statement by the church that the incidents in RC were only against Orthodox Church of Ethiopia's followers was not based on facts. This committee report is challenging the church's claim. But the committee failed to mention the identities of perpetrators. Who are the killers? Are the killers from one particular armed group, from different armed groups? The committee said the killings are neither religious nor ethnic. And the killers are from different ethnic groups. Not from just one ethnic group, but from different. The killers are different groups, not just one group. So the committee's report is creating more controversy. It means that church is telling one thing, and a multi-faith investigative committee is rejecting the report of the church. People are dying. People are being killed. This is being confirmed by the committee. Who are the killers then? Who is killing the people in RC? Who to trust? Should we trust the church? Should we trust this multi-faith committee? Should we trust the government? Should we trust Ola? Ola has outrightly rejected its involvement. 2 days ago, Ola issued a statement. Ola accused government-backed armed groups, proxies, of being involved in religious violence in RC. There is basically a mess, a chaos in RC, in other parts of Oromia, where people are dying. Are they dying for their religious beliefs, for their ethnicity, for their political views? We don't know. But what we do know is that people are dying, they're being killed, confirmed by this investigative committee. Yunus says it is religion based. MYN is accusing Joar being part of it. Goracha says everything is politicized, Sajid, in Ethiopia, and everyone lies. That's very unfortunate. I mean, there should not be any politics over dead bodies. Those who politicize murder, they will never be able to bring about any positive change in this country, I think. Secondly, viewers, let me speak for a few minutes about the second part of this live chat is about an embarrassment for the Ethiopian government. Let me speak for around 5 minutes and then I'll take your questions and comments. It seems that a neighboring country embarrassed Ethiopia on international level. What has been done by a neighboring country was not expected of it. But this neighboring country and Ethiopia are rivals, I think. Both want to attract foreign investment. Both want to be the hub of international organizations' activities in this part of Africa. They claim to be allies, but they are rivals. I'm talking about Kenya. Kenyan President William Ruto delivered a speech, and in that speech, he embarrassed Ethiopia. What William Ruto said was embarrassing for Ethiopia. He was delivering a public speech. He was addressing Kenyan businessmen. And there he said that one of our Kenyan national was kidnapped in Ethiopia. I think his name was Samuel. He said ransom was demanded for the release of our Kenyan national. We contacted Ethiopian government. We stayed in touch. Around 25, $30,000 ransom was demanded. And he said the company for which our national was working paid the ransom and the man was released. The Kenyan national is at the Kenyan embassy in Addis Ababa. He has been released. He said, we care about you. He was addressing Kenyan businessmen. He said, we care about you. If you face any problems anywhere in the world, we will take care of it. Basically, William Ruto exposed Ethiopia on regional level, on international level in a speech. He confirmed that the Kenyan national in Ethiopia was released after payment of ransom. That security forces, Ethiopian military, the most powerful military in East Africa, the strongest air force in Africa, could not secure the release of a Kenyan national. So the company had to pay a ransom, 25,000 or maybe $30,000 for the release of this Kenyan national. That was very embarrassing, I think, from diplomatic perspective to Ruto's talk was inappropriate. In Kenya, I think one Ethiopian national was kidnapped. Samson was his name. He was kidnapped in broad daylight in Nairobi, I think, during Tigray war. Samson was a Tigrayan. I did a video, I remember. And Samson's wife pleaded, uh, she called for the recovery of her husband. I am not aware of the recovery of Samson. And back then, when Samson was kidnapped, it was said that Eritrean intelligence agency elements were involved in the kidnapping of that Tigrayan businessman. He was a businessman, I think. So A man was kidnapped broad daylight in Kenya, but Ethiopia did not highlight the issue about the security situation in Kenya. And I think his whereabouts are still unknown. Maybe those who are from Tigray, they will back me that Samson's whereabouts are still unknown. But in Ethiopia, Kenyan national has been released, and still Kenyan president embarrassed Ethiopia on national level, just to prove that Kenya is better in terms of security situation, and Ethiopia is not favorable for investment, for foreign investment, for the working of international organizations. Or Africa Star. DSG joined. DSG, come on. He confirmed in a speech that the Kenyan national was released after payment of ransom. Once you confirm that publicly, it means that you are saying that Ethiopian security forces failed. That is why company had to pay the ransom. Yeah, I am aware of that deal between Djibouti and Egypt. You know that a few months ago, Sisi visited Djibouti. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Idris joined. Who is Ethiopian ally in this region? Kenya embarrassing Ethiopia on regional level. Welcome, Beetham. Sudan does not trust Ethiopia. Sudan is split. Djibouti, not on good term with Ethiopia these days. You just mentioned Djibouti drifting closer to Egypt. Eritrea preparing for war. Somaliland disgruntled because Ethiopia did not implement the MOU. Not Hamza Dibare, Musibi Abdi said that Ethiopia delayed. It's only South Sudan, by the way, which is of no relevance, to be honest. Maybe South Sudan is being used by Ethiopia and UAE as a transit to send supplies to RSF. So Ethiopian regional alliances are very weak. Even a layman can say that Ethiopia needs to change its regional foreign policy. It has no real allies in this region. It is relying on those who are not geographically close to Ethiopia. If you compare Eritrea and Ethiopia, I think Eritrea is on good terms with Somalia. Somalia maybe trust Eritrea more than it does Ethiopia. Sudanese jets were sent to Eritrea. Al Burhan and Afwerki on wonderful terms. Egypt is an ally of Eritrea. Kenya, relatively on good terms with Eritrea. So a smaller country, way smaller than Ethiopia, perhaps has a better foreign policy. Yeah, there is element of jealousy too. I agree. That's what I started with. That Kenya and Ethiopia are rivals. Both of them, either of them, wants to be the hub of international investment and international organizations' activities in this part of Africa. DSG says not only regional alliances are weak, Abiy needs to start making domestic alliances too. I agree. Domestically too, I think he should not just uh, trust and depend on his air force or ENDF. He should form political alliances too. PP is in a position to win the election because it will hold a controlled election, which won't be transparent, but it would be better if it forms political alliances and makes the election more credible. Drillville says, what do you think of Arville's statement of destroying Addis if they fight PDF? Well, I did a live chat on that last night. Do watch that. Yeah, Alim, we're about to leave. Uh, I concluded in last night's live chat, I said that TPLF needs to be careful. Abil Said said that if Abiy attacks Tigray, Eritrea will bombard Addis Ababa. I think it's like uh, provoking and urging Tigray to start war. So Tigray needs to be careful, I think. You never know what will happen next after a war starts. Uh, Suppose Tigray starts war today and tomorrow Eritrea does not support uh, Tigray the way Tigray would want. What will happen then? There'll be no moving back then for Tigray. Tigray will suffer. So I think Tigray is in a very difficult position. And this week is crucial, by the way, because the stalemate in Tigray, between Tigray and Addis, cannot go on forever. It will have to be solved through the barrel of the gun or through negotiations. People say, you always say this week crucial, that week crucial, these meetings crucial. Yeah, sometimes there are issues which are discussed and meetings which are of crucial nature. So I think this week is crucial. Tigray military TPLF will make big decisions. And it's the test of the majority of Tigray leaders. What will they do? AGW says TPLF should never trust Shabia. And by the way, the claim by Awil that if Abiy attacks Tigray, Eritrea will bombard Addis. I found it very unrealistic. I don't think that Eritrea will go this far, that it will attack Addis Ababa. It is just trying to incite a conflict between Tigray and Addis. I don't think Eritrea will be automatically drawn into this war and it will just start bombing Addis Ababa in response to Abiy's attack on Tigray. Perhaps it might not happen. It won't happen. Fano will not unite, someone is saying. Tomorrow I'll do a video or live chat about the obstacles, one major obstacle to Fano's unity. No OPSA, it was around 170, I think. Over 170. 195 today. Oh my God, that's huge if it's true. If Burr has declined so low that it's 195 bear to $1 in black market, that's alarming, really alarming. I'll check after the live chat. Well, Tibebe, I just shared what the committee said. I shared church statement too. Yeah, Yini, everyone fine. Good to hear from you. Burr is 150, Gurach is saying. Where it is 150? Is it 150 in black market or in official market? Opsa said it's around 176 to 178. Yeah, that's the right number, I think. It was around 180, below 180, I think. If Burr reaches 200 against dollar, that would be a big shock, I think. It was 33 minutes have passed. I think I should leave. It was good to be with you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining these live chats on daily basis. Uh, Thanks for keeping me fresh and thanks for encouraging me to keep going. It's possible because of you. You people support me. Your comments, your appreciation matter a lot for me. Stay blessed. I'll be back tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.